As an ever-growing and innovative company, Debswana ensures that the communities and citizens of the country are never left behind in reaping the benefits of the precious minerals found within the country. Debswana, therefore, recognizes procurement opportunities emerging from its business activities as effective economic impact multipliers through which citizen economic empowerment aspirations can be achieved to deliver socio-economic development.
We have what we call business partners or contractors who also employ some close to 4,000 people in various services that they offer to the mine, some of which are maintenance, some of which are project services. So you're talking a total of 7,000 people contributing directly and indirectly to the business of Debswana.
Since Twisted Botswana is outsourcing of some services tse ne le gore di dirwa ke mine. A ke re ke setse ke sa go bua ka di-shopo gore di-shopo ne le tsa mine sengwe le sengwe. Gompieno ana they are run by other companies. Even from cleaning services, ka nako golo le go cleana batho ba mine ke di-companies tse di tswang ko ntle. And even the services tse dingwe mo teng ga mine tsa equipment e ne overhaulwa ke batho ba mine go tlile di-company from outside. And there are a lot of companies, and the companies have created employment for Botswana.
For many years, Debswana operated very much in its own world, doing what it had to do. But at a point in time where the country is, we've really got to listen to that Vision 2036, and we've got to say to ourselves, what is it that the country wants to achieve, and what is it that Debswana can do to assist on that journey of achievement?
With the right level of support, and if we believe in them, there isn't anything that Botswana can do. You remember JF Kennedy when he said America shall send a man to the moon. That's the level of belief that we must have in our people, and they will do everything for us. And then you look at the growth and the citizen spend. 2014, even before 2010, that was around 300 million. You get to 2014, it's close to 900 million. But today, we are above 1.8 billion spent, and that figure keep on growing. That is the money going to the pocket of a citizen.
Debswana has created an enabling environment for citizen-owned small, medium, and micro enterprises, SMMEs, to actively assist in strengthening Debswana's supply chain local base.
1997, Debswana came up with an initiative to support the development of entrepreneurship in Botswana. That was the PEO venture capital. 40 million pula was invested on that program. 60 companies benefited. Some of them notable companies like Sunday Standard and Baisaho College, or it's university now. Out of those 60 companies, some of them survived and some failed, but there were notable lessons that were learned. 2002, Debswana developed the supply development section under supply chain. Business development section, its main objective was to encourage foreign companies to set up in Botswana. 57 companies established in Botswana. More than 1,700 jobs were created. 42 of those companies were ventures with citizens, 42 of them. So, and then in the year 2005 to 2010, that is a strategic planning window for North Star strategy for Debswana. Privatization and outsourcing was central to the business strategy, but by then, the focus was more on low value, low risk opportunities, cleaning, catering, and so forth, across all the mines where the former employees for Debswana were given an opportunity to take over all those opportunities.
We have built together programs that looks into our biodiversity conservation programs, which also underpins the mine closure programs, where we have dubbed them the Boteti Today or Rapa Today, Boteti Tomorrow, which is actually pure puzzle, jigsaw puzzle of the program, to an extent that we'll be able to say, when we leave there, what is it that we'll be leaving behind? And then when we put together our mine closure programs, what we'll be leaving behind, our SBPs in terms of adds into our mine closure is actually at a very high level. And as we produce these reports, share with the organization outside Anglo-American DBS, and we have always seen to be very responsible organizations.
We have lots of opportunities and challenges, and it's about saying, how do we connect the need of Debswana to the need of the country? How do we bring the youth to a platform where they can register their skills and abilities, such that we can piggy bank and pull them in as and when we need them? Not necessarily meaning employ them, but we start giving them opportunities within our business.
Reserving a list of goods and services for citizen-owned companies has been increased to include elements of the core business such as production, drilling, and crushing aggregates.
We have taken full responsibility to make sure that we are aligned. We carry along our contractors so that whatever we adopt as being important for this business, we make sure that they also subscribe to it and help them to achieve that. One of the important aspects on that one is our commitment to safety. We make sure that for someone to go through our contract, he has to subscribe to the high standard of safety.
With enterprise development, Debswana actively supports the development of competitive and sustainable citizen-owned SMMEs in order to create alternative livelihoods and further diversify the economy of Botswana.
2014, Debswana developed what we call resource development plan. That is, we looked at our resources in terms of our diamonds, our kimberlite, and we align a number of projects so that they sustain a production profile, a profitable production profile throughout the life of the mine. It takes us up to 2050. That means we have sequenced a number of projects, including the Cut 9, the Cut 3s, and so forth, to make sure that they sustain a similar profile. And we learned that during implementation of some of those projects, Botswana may lose out the opportunity of doing business with Debswana, or the citizen spend, which is the proxy that we are using to track how much we spend on citizen company, was going to significantly come down in percentage terms because we'll be spending more in those projects. And then the board made a deliberate business decision for us to come up with the new citizen economic empowerment. We reviewed the policy. In that review, we factored Vision 2036, the Sustainable Development Goals, as I have already stated, the policy. And it's also important to note that traditionally we also have under laws of Botswana, we have Section 66, Mines and Mineral Act, with Section 12 that directly talk to citizens of Botswana being given preference on both employment and contract. So we had to make sure that the new policy subscribes to that. So in simple terms, we are a role model to the best practice.
Debswana also engages financial institutions and original equipment manufacturers to avail primary and support equipment, as well as funding to build capacity for SMME.
We have learned that both enterprise and supply development, we can't win alone. We need collaborating partners. And we engage the banks. Some of the ongoing projects are sponsored by Barclays Bank. Under that arrangement, because traditionally when you need funds, the current model is risk-based lending, whereby you submit your statement and everything and whatever. You don't know what to see from the statement of a poor man. And then they will need a deposit from you. They will show that you have the money before we can help you. But now we have had a very difficult conversation over a couple of years with the banks. Finally, but let's agree that if a man or a woman have demonstrated capability and have put together a team that inspires confidence, even if she doesn't have or he doesn't have equipment, he must be funded. So right now we do have 3 projects funded under the program. I think it's close to 150 million pula total amount for them. The crushing contract, the whole plant engineering for those youth was bought through the initiative. How we have changed the plan, rather the traditional, the bank will give you money, face somewhere else. When they come back, there are lots of surprises and it's in the matter between. So now, none of us goes anywhere. The bank has the responsibility to mentor, coach and guide the entrepreneur. OEM doesn't sell equipment like someone selling magunya. They take responsibility to make sure that they train your employee, provide maintenance support throughout the life of the contract. And we are seeing the result. Debswana also take responsibility to make sure that we are involved in selection equipment. We also hold the OEM accountable to make sure that it doesn't exploit the contractor. Even the bank also look at, make sure that Debswana demonstrate through commitment to the arrangement. And we review project regularly. Every day we all have visibility, we are aware of the outcome and the model is working.
What we're also looking to do is to transform our operations around citizen economic empowerment. And this is very much in line with the Vision 2036 of the government of Botswana. So we want to open up in a way we haven't done before. We want to collaborate across the country. We want to operate in a manner which we refer to as a hive, which says you can bring a multidisciplinary team together for a short period of time, 6 months, 3 months. It can include someone from Bust, it can include someone from Bitri, and together with members of our own team, we come to solve a problem. So it's the recognition that as Botswana, we can't solve all our problems, and that we actually have the youth of Botswana to bring in to assist to close the gaps.
Because we want citizen company to be able to take up all emerging opportunities. So we have to understand them, the limitation, what are the weaknesses, and how can they be supported. We identified supplier development as a critical enabler. And then, unlike what we did during the North Star strategy, whereby we focused on low-hanging fruits, low value, low what. Right now, under the new policy, we are saying, actually, Botswana can do everything. And we made sure that we introduce supply development program to train them. Right now, we have flagship project, production drilling and joining. There is a Botswana doing Cut 7 there. Crushing for aggregates and stemming material for blast holes. And all our mines is done by Yambatwa. You go to Damsa mine, production drilling and the expansion of the mine. Everything is done by a Botswana contractor. All what we needed from him was for him to believe that he can do it and be committed to go through what it takes for him to be able to do that. Willing to get his hands dirty, learn and grow. And those guys, I'm proud of them.
Over the years, steady improvements have been made in increasing the percentage of local SMMEs' share of supply of services rendered. Another step in showing just how committed Debswana is to the development of this country and its citizens.
Our long-term vision as a company is to mine diamonds and enrich the nation. What we want to get out of it is that every Motswana, whether you are a student, whether you're an employee, whether you're a small business owner, whether you're a large business owner, whether you are a tourist in transit, that you actually feel the impact that we've made. And you also work with us to actually make Botswana a great place to live. Yeah.
From a socio-economic perspective, our long-term vision for our mining operations, especially with our host communities, is really to deliver the resilient community, the thriving community, even beyond our existence in those areas. And as a result, we have really invested our energies into a program called Collaborative Regional Development, in which we are looking to set up alternative industries to mining that will allow the areas of Dwaneng Mabutsane and Buteti to thrive beyond mining. And that's how we would measure ourselves in being able to have contributed meaningfully to our host communities post our existence in those areas.
Congratulations for being an organization that leads within the industry of diamond mining. The achievement of what we have done together from 1966 to where we are is incomparable to any story that can come from any nation. The legacy that we will leave behind will touch the lives of people today and the people of tomorrow. So for this, it makes me very proud to be associated with this company.